Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to go over Wicked Sweet Moments, and this is, I don't know, I always thought it was such a oddly titled one, but you look at the green, and I probably had seen Wicked maybe within a year of writing this, so again, for those of you that are kind of looking at some of this, all the photos that I have used over the top of these blog posts week in, week out, even the one I didn't show last week, I took all those photos. Well, I didn't take the last one, but anyway. There's that. So I'm just going to read through this. We're going to just have a little bit of fun. There are moments when heaven touches earth, when everything else is stripped away, and all that matters is simply him, who he is, and what he has done and continues to do. It is in these moments when all other distractions are cut out and diminished of their value, and all I can realize is a glimmer of the reality and the truth of who God is. And suddenly the likes on my Instagram and my follower count come to nothing. I often refuse to see them as. Come to the nothing I often refuse to see them as, so they're insignificant. Suddenly, the finals that seem to drown me are for a few moments parted, and his reality comforts me by overruling my reality. Suddenly, all that is worth doing is worshiping him for who he is. God works in brokenness. He works in hopelessness. He works in the fatigue and the weariness. Psalm 34, I will extol the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. I will glorify the Lord. Let the afflicted hear and rejoice. Glorify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered in shame. This poor man called, and the Lord heard him. He saved him out of his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps all of those who fear him, and he delivers them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. Fear the Lord, you his holy people, for those who fear him lack nothing. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Come, my children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Whoever of you loves life and desires to see many good days, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from telling lies. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their cry. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil, and to blot out their name from the earth. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from all of them. He protects all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil will slay the wicked. The foes of the righteous will be condemned. The Lord will rescue his servants. No one who takes refuge in him will be condemned. And so I think as I'm reading all of this, it's fear God, live a good life, and be safe. And consequently, maybe watch as the people who aren't doing those things reap their consequences. So it's like, do the right thing, enjoy your consequences, and watch other people enjoy theirs. And so, I mean, I've often said recently that the beautiful and horrific thing about life is that it is wrought with consequences. Like, you will pay the piper at some point. And so the reality of this psalm, the postures and truths, I experienced all of these as I took a break from some work and striving, as I was reminded of worship and the virtue of humble beginnings. The prayer of my heart has been to be molded into the prone position as a posture of absolute worship to my King. As I realize right now, that means being put in a situation that ends in submission to Christ. So much has happened in this first semester of college, and honestly, to my friends behind me in life, buckle up and do not dare think you can go through the terrain you're about to traverse alone. You can't. Whatever bubble you are from, when it pops, you will be spellbound. You will be in awe and curious, only to find the real world is dreary and confused. That hope is said to be in many different places, but I must say all of it is such a lesser hope. No relationship, hookup, snide joke, great adventure is worth having without Jesus. My singular hope for my friends is that you too would hold on to him and let everything else fall away. Honor him in all that you find yourself tasked to do. My friends' life has been devastatingly busy, and my heart's desire is another adventure with Jesus. However, I realize that in everything with Jesus, it is all an adventure, and that the mundane, chaos, That's funny. I misspelled that. As such, or the mundane becomes as such, or perilous or frightful as such, when we try to do this life on our own. To go into the world alone is foolish. With a companion, it becomes a memory of deepening relationship. My friends, this is what Jesus wants us to see life as him as, not another adventure, but in fact, the great adventure. And so, a couple little bits of context as to why I said what I said. I was writing a lot of music at this time, and this is also a time when I kind of realized I'm not going to be doing a lot of stuff with, what would you call it? At my first year of college, I was going to be changing colleges. So there's a lot that kind of factored into this. And I know it's just kind of an interesting piece. So, I mean, the virtue of all of this is like, do life with God, and don't do it like he's some distant, thing, person, whatever, that's not gonna be compassionate, because he is. His heart is to love and to help us. But I think if we started looking at Jesus as a king and a companion at the same time, life suddenly becomes something that we can wake up without the horror. I think that's the simple funny thing there. Anyway, slightly longer episode, 7 minutes instead of the 5.5 to 6, but small rebellion to take away from all of this. Jesus is your friend. You can treat him as that. Whatever that means for you. Good luck. God bless. Bye-bye.